Yay, be still my enthusiasm. There is a new PvP. Season 28. Yay. Fuck, come on, Playdom. Seriously, we just got done with this. And now we have to deal with another season so soon. God, I hate it when they do this. I really do. Yeah, I get it. I understand some people are a major proponent of the fact that without PvP, their player base drops off. But my God, we just got a new chapter. Can we sit and fucking relax and enjoy it? I hate when they do this, like, weak thing with PvP. It's just, it's awful. It really is. So, hell, well, let's take a look and see what we've got. We do know that Electro is the rewards for lockbox, is an award for lockbox. And we know that Patsy is going to be the PvP reward. She was due up previously, but I think they had some issues with her, so they put her back. Now, for me, I was enjoying the chapter. I know there's a lot of people who have him already. I realize that. I didn't go balls out because I like to digest these chapters slowly. We know they're going to be around for a while. And we do know that there's going to be stuff to farm. So to just consume it like you've been up a mountain for 2 weeks and you're given your first foot-long Subway to eat in 2 weeks or something like that. You just wolf it down. I hate just consuming chapters so fast. I've got a few challenge modes done. I've got almost all the missions except for 2 just done first time. I like going through it slowly. I am definitely dreading the score and the heroic between Magneto and Mr. Fantastic. I really am concerned about that one. I hear a lot of people complaining about it. I have no gear or ISOs yet, unfortunately. I did just grab the gold sale item. So let's see if that one can be found. It looked really interesting, and at the same time it looked to have some slightly confusing terminology in it. I saw single target, but then I saw things that referred to AoE. So there it is. The Force of Life Blade. It says it hits one enemy, melee slashing and energy, applies Madden to all enemies, removing subtle from defensive actions. Enemies with Madden gain craze, so it's like the lunacy. But I wonder if this can accelerate the lunacy. You know, you use the lunacy as a quick action and then use this, and suddenly stealthy is gone. It has cower, and it has vampiric. Chance to counter single target attacks with Force of Life Blade. Starts combat with intangible, applies intangible to the agent on use. Successful hits cause the agent to remove debuffs. So, could be a really nice complement to the Deb. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take out the quit, which I kind of really hate taking out the quit. I really do like the power that possession builds in. I just saw the Heroes for Hire PDA there in the screen. By the way, I've heard that in a recent patch it got a stealth nerf. That some things had changed on that one. Some damage was dropped and there's some other ones. But, yeah, let's take a look at the rewards. So silver is 100 silver, gold is 10 gold. Vibranium League is Femme Fatales. One enemy, 1 round cooldown, melee slashing, high attack bonus. Customize has a chance to do a follow-up attack. Cruelty gains a damage boost when attacking a bleeding enemy with a single target attack. Applies pressure. Has pain, it has open wound, and it has grit, and hopefully nothing else. The Bruiser's Infused Tech Suit is the suit reward. Cold Touch melee attacks gain the ice type and now apply Frostbite. All attacks except fire attacks gain the ice type. Gains cold reception. Fountain of Youth. There's some other stuff going on there. Restores a small amount of health when attacking and being attacked by water and ice. And then there's Patsy. So, let's take a look at her and Electro, and then we'll jump into some PvP. Here she is, classic Hellcat. She gains grit when attacked by single target attacks. Chance to gain an extra turn when attacked by a single target attack. She preemptively counters incoming attacks. We don't know if that means just her or any. So that'll be interesting. And she gets survival training that goes out to the whole party. Her look is definitely very classic. I mean, that's Hellcat right there. Krav Maga, diminished resolve, reduces damage dealt by all attacks, counts as a delirium. Well, there's some synergy with Kurth right there, among others. And a bordered pain. That's really interesting. That's an unremovable pain right there. Cleaving claws, open wound, and opportunist. Despite the fact that it says cleaving, this is only one enemy. Laceration, there's a hemorrhaging attack with a bordered remove buffs and a bordered agony. Suppresses most effects that prevent or remove debuffs. So this is a mini beast right here. That's basically manipulated on one target. And capoeira, otherwise known as the martial arts form of dancing. This is a basic... Capoeira is Eddie Gordo from the Tekken series. It is that dance form of martial arts. She exploits opportunity and bleed, and she deals her grit. So this is her big follow-up for everything. Fairly straightforward. We don't know how she'll work out on defense because all of her abilities have no cooldowns. So you might have the instance where she opens up a capoeira and doesn't do other things that build up towards it. Interesting. Of course, the big one is Electro. We have gotten a lot of electric stuff recently. So this is the one that everybody's concerned about. Probably more than Hellcat, honestly. This is classic Electro, not the Jamie Foxx one, or the one who shows up in Contest of Champions. This is not movie Electro, this is classic Spider-Man Electro right here. Gains Volt while affected by electric effects, gains a Volt from nearby electric effects, very similar to the gun that we got several seasons ago. Megavolt takes reduced damage from electricity type attacks, and a Sinister 6 bonus where other Sinister 6 members gain high voltage, gaining a chance at an extra turn. Pretty deadly with these two here. These two combined are already pretty deadly. Throw him in the mix with one of these two. Very interesting. Static Charge, along with Crackle. This is his multifunction. Quick action disadvantage on all enemies. Very, very interesting. So that's almost a generalist right there. This is what happens with disadvantage. Bruisers get their bruiser stacks go away, basically. Blasters get impaired, so bruisers get neutralized, blasters get impaired, tacticians get exhausted, scrappers get winded, and infiltrators, I believe, get the, where they can't counter, but I think they're still stealthy. It only does one of the two. When you generalize an infiltrator, they're not stealthy and they can't counter. Disadvantage, I think, only attacks the ability to counter, but they're not hobbled. Attacks gain the electricity type and prevents Crackle from discharging. Supercharge, all allies gain live wire. Everybody becomes electricity and prevents Crackle from discharging. He gains 2 actions after a full round, so that's increased speed. Energize Reserve, restores stamina every round. Very, very interesting, but potentially can backfire if Electro is on defense and you're running a team that is electric immune like Sandman and everything like that. So that could actually hurt if not used properly. Lightning Rod, polarized. Ooh. I wonder if that also counts as magnetized. Attacks from this character can't crit, they can't dodge. Ozone and shocking development. And then Killer Watts, which is another multifunction. He exploits opportunity and magnetism and shocking, or a big AoE catastrophic with power surge. All allies' electric effects are consumed for extra damage. So I think that's kind of like Black Bolt consuming the particles on everybody. Very interesting. So, I'm going to jump into combat with the force of the Life Blade taking the place of the quick gun. I like a single target to be somewhere on my tactician in case I run into a blaster. So we run into a very weak set of floaty flyers. Hopefully Patreon is not first. He is. That sucks. I mean, I don't think he's going to do a whole lot of damage. My shroud, not the shroud, but the lantern is up. And unfortunately, his damage is doing in double digits, so that's not particularly scary right there. Still running X-Force Psylocke and X-Force Archangel at the moment. Wow, the Savant Spear. Either that's a very old one, or that's somebody who got it in one of the new incursions or new deploys. A lot of people have been saying some very old gear is dropping. I have heard of the Hugins Eye, the satellite support, the Savant Spear. I have heard the Mystic is available, and I have also heard that the can opener, which is the last thing that I really want to get in this game. So, what am I? Let's see, stalled. I am intangible right now. Very, very interesting. So I can continue to be intangible by dropping this Smothering Shadow. Very, very, very interesting. Something that I had missed for at least a small portion of Archangel last season, I took a Scrapper ISO away from him and had forgotten about it. Well, I fixed that, and I gave him the PvP Scrapper ISO. Interesting, you have to take your first battle in order to get the task. But it looks like it did count. Okay, good. That would kind of suck if you took a battle to unlock it and then it didn't count for it, but interesting. So Cable and Pesty, this is a team that I honestly wouldn't dream of over here. This is definitely a surprising team. Now, I could remain phased. I think I'm going to remain phased and drop magic on them. Just to protect myself, and maybe Cable will activate my Tactician bonus, or maybe he'll do that and give himself an extra turn. So he probably tried a gun attack there. And he did give me an extra turn. I'm still phased. Excuse me, I was sneezing for a moment. I'm going to become tangible, but I'm going to go for Cable and see what happens here. Ah, like a little mini signpost to a certain degree. Interesting. So now what happened is so he's manipulated, but we knew that. He has the cower. He has maddened. Very, very interesting. Oh, may as well. Oh boy, a first blood. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So how do you guys feel about this? As I do my PvP here, how do you guys feel about the fact that we have PvP so soon? I'm not a fan. I like my breaks. I like my decreased stress when there is no PvP. I mean, I also like not... Oh, okay, interesting. It countered. Very, very interesting. Alright, well, let's get Cable out of here. And normally Pesty's first, but you know what? if I could go for 2 kills, I'm gonna go for 2 kills. I like not having to deal with PvP for periods of time. It just, you know, I stream my PvP matches to bring the community together. It's fun, but also not having to worry about the stream at times is nice. I get to think about other things to stream. I get to live the day a certain way without setting time aside and everything. So it's just, it's fun to get breaks every now and then. And this blade is definitely seeming to be quite interesting. I really got addicted to the quit. I like the quit a lot. Not just for the possession, but also for the fact that I can get my team to get stamina restored after attacking a target hit by the salty tears. Which is also very, very handy. So it seems like Hawkeye's trying to get some extra arrows going on here. Alright, they have no protection, so we're going to hit him with the Pestilence, which is going to shut down any shields or anything like that. So this guy's already going hard for the electricity. See, now, Doctor Strange is a blaster. I could get an extra turn off of him, but again, I get to sit intangible as long as I don't do anything super offensive. Well, that terracing boost is not going to affect anybody. That'll give me the extra turn. Because the first one was a quick action. The second one is the one that will actually activate her tactical bonus. Nice mental coordination proc. I gotta tell you, the mental coordination definitely does a lot of work against Enchantress. It seems like when I really need to get rid of Enchantress or Pesty on the Pesty Enchantress teams, it works out very, very well. But it often leaves me feeling a little high and dry at other moments. So this is now going to unphase me. You know, it's doing pretty decent damage. I kind of like it. The one thing about the quit gun that I'm going to like over the blade is that the blade is not stealthy. That was the other thing about the quit. Being stealthy and everything, I didn't have to worry about retaliations and tanking and draining and everything like that. So, I truly may go back to the quit. I honestly might. So there's a Deb in hand over there, which means the Smothering Shadow is definitely going to be risky. He does not have the covert ISO. Aha! Winter Soldier's counter was reflected, but it still went through. Interesting. Still worth it to exhaust them. Oh, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Oh my god. That is a joke and a half right there. Well, it doesn't matter. Now that we've gotten rid of him, I can drop a Smothering Shadow on him next round. Gonna open up with the Nano Plague, which shuts down his covered. Winter Soldier is just about dead. Not really too sure what this team was going for. So that'll be a quick action. Let's see what it's like to go in on Winter Soldier with this thing. Nice. I will definitely take it. Does he have the elite ISO? For his hit points, he probably... Yeah, he doesn't. But he is still taking very little damage. So we'll just reapply the mental coordination. I do like the blade. I definitely see how it can be worked into people's kits. But the quit... Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, boy. Do I want to run all three? I don't have anything else that I would want to take out. Just to bring the quit back in. Oh boy, Sweats Devil. This is going to be a pain in the ass. I gotta go in on Sweats Devil first. I truly hate his pre-counters. So, if I can max out the damage on him super... Well, okay. Interesting. Oh, and a Warbringer axe. Oh boy. Is that the contingency plan gun in his hand? I think that is the Taskmaster gun. Well, that's probably going to wipe out Daredevil right there. Wow, this blade is definitely doing some work. Very, very interesting. I like it. I like it for its defensive purposes, but I think I like the quit a little bit more for offensive purposes. Pretty sure that's the contingency plan in his hand. Alright guys, so there is a look at the beginning of PvP Season 28. We've dealt with the PvP hero, we've dealt with the lockbox hero, we've dealt with the suit. Oh wow, that's the old hobnail. That was what was available, that was related to X-23. I think that was a holdover from the Four Horsemen Spec Ops, the Apocalypse one. Speaking of which, man, bring back the Hand of Apocalypse. Holy shit, do I wish I could get that thing. God, I really wish I could get that Hand of Apocalypse. Well, let's see how these guys do on defense the rest of the season. There isn't anything that makes me think they're going to get countered. Although bringing in that Life Blade for this could be interesting in some way, shape, or form. I think that's about it, folks. I think that's about all we can take a look at here in this particular video. We're probably going to see Angrir in the meta somewhere. It remains to be seen when he shows up or how frequently, considering there are people who like to blaze through chapters. But, man, I really wanted time to work on my blasters. I really did, and I'm upset that I didn't have the chance for it. But guess it's time to pull the trigger and get a blaster training also. May as well go right here for Misty. Alright guys, I will see you on Twitch throughout the season. The PvP season streams will be back. See ya.